second match between the lanes.
Oh, that's right.
No delays, no Sphere Karibos. Tazkin Levica versus the Buns. Snickers takes it back.
Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are live with Duel Links Team Freaking Wars. It's Season 7. It's Week 4. We have Divine versus... Who cares? No, it's Divine versus Rookies. And I will be joined by my lovely co-casting partner, Buns. What's good, Buns? How you doing?
Hey, Heinz.
Hola, senor. Alright, your volume is officially adjusted as per request.
Okay. Is it good now, or is it still kind of low?
It sounds amazing. Your voice is like butter to my ears. Wait, no. You don't put butter in your ears. Awkward.
Yeah, okay.
So, I do have to introduce you fully. I don't know all of your accomplishments because the list is longer than my arm, but I do know that you won an MCS using Black Wings and played with no arms, so that's pretty cool. Do you want to tell the folks?
Greg told you about that story?
Yeah, he let me know.
Anyways, I'm really hyped for this game. Divine is really doing great this season, and Rookie's always been consistent, so it's gonna be interesting. This match is gonna be pretty close.
Yeah, I believe Rookies were finalists in Season 4, and pretty much always a playoffs team. Divine currently 3-0 in this season's Team Wars.
I think Rookies was in semis, not the finals in Season 4. I could be wrong.
You could be exactly accurate. So I do have a follow from Ghost, and I do have to say thank you so much, Silver Surfer, subscribed at Tier 1. That is 2 freaking months. Thank you so much for the support, my guy. And my song didn't go off for that one. But yeah, and Divine undefeated this season, and I think they had a pretty rough season last season, which was their first season. If I am not talking out of turn.
Yeah, they joined in Season 5, I think. They had a rough start. Last season, they started well. They had a lot of good players like Koala and Brandon and stuff, but all of them got poached. So yeah, it just went downhill from there last season. Hopefully it doesn't happen this one.
I see. Okay, so that makes a lot of sense then. I was wondering, because I'm not great with remembering history, and time all gets crunched together in my mind. So I'm not happy to have a nice historian like yourself. And I do want to say, our friend Juke, we have a mutual friend in the chat. He is upset that we're casting together. I guess there's just too much excitement for him.
Yeah, I like Juke. He used to talk to me about the Black Wings and stuff. He's a really big fan of the deck, and then he won them at a weekly with it. Really great stuff from him. He's a great guy.
Now he acts like he doesn't need you anymore. That's just the way it goes.
Yeah. Oh well. Anyways, looks like we're gonna start our first match now.
So we have Kino Tomo versus one of the lesser known players from Divine called Victor Lee. So hopefully we can see what this new player can bring to the table. He has some kind of yellow colored icon, not sure what that's about, but good luck to this new player. Juke says, no way, I copy all of Buns decks.
Looks like it's gonna be a Blackwing versus Shiranui starter.
Yeah, unfortunately, no what grows in the graveyard coming through for Akiza. Wait, it could be Malefic Blue Eyes.
Malefic is what skill exactly? Oh, you mean the Kaiba?
Yeah,
Maybe.
the big PP. We do have an announcement in the chat. We have Maximilian Couch says, "Hey guys, and sorry my fans. We decide to give rookies a chance without the god himself, Max K, in the lineup." And of course, I guess Vic must have heard that the great Bunsley was going to be in the co-caster spot, and decided to start with his spirit deck, the Blackwings.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure why I actually have, and don't get me wrong, it's stacked. We have Fake Six, Luxa, Hazy, and Daniel Yu-Gi-Oh! But I don't understand why I actually have all these names here for Divine if they're just going to start Victor Lee. For what purpose do we have this? They're not going to play.
Yeah. Victor's just gonna get like 8 wins. He's gonna leave 2 wins for Luxa though because he's a nice guy. He's a great
sweet.
pal.
Great pal. Yo, Victinium in the chat, what's good? So, strong start from Victor Lee here. If he's predicting the same way you are, that we're going to see some Shiranui, then opening up with a Necro Valley and a set, probably a good idea. Preferably having a Cosmic Cyclone set in the back row for the ever-present back row of Shiranui.
Yeah. This turn 1 setup is really good against Shiranui if they don't have enough answers to it because they have 2 issues to deal with. The Raikiri and the Necro Valley at the same time. Okay, open up Squire. Seems like ideal hand from both sides.
Yeah, triple back row. That's looking pretty good against a single Cosmic Cyclone. I mean, I think Victor really has to go out of his way here to snipe off a potential Ballista squad. Looks like that's exactly what he's going to try to do.
Actually, I think the best thing here is sniping a Needle Ceiling. I think that's what he's setting up for.
Floodgate. Not a bad hit for Blackwings, though.
Flood. Yeah, it's nice still, but yeah, if he's setting up for Needle, this is gonna hurt really bad for Victor.
I guess if the last two are a combination of Needle Ceiling as well as a Ballista squad, it's pretty much GG here for Kinotomo.
Yeah. Maybe he's just trying to survive and he doesn't have it, but we'll see, I guess. He's gonna have to use it really soon.
And I think if you're playing around a Needle Ceiling, you'd really like to see a Chris, the Crack of Dawn, which can't be destroyed by spell or trap effects once per turn.
Yeah. Kinotomo might be waiting for him to use the Zephyr's effect just so that he would be completely spent. If he does have it.
There's the Raikiri. Here comes the Zephyros. I think Victor Lee must have a read on what the back rows could be. Venus Chain.
Okay. Hmm.
You are absolutely correct, Godfather. Divine is 3-0. They currently have a plus 15 round differential, which is kind of crazy for this early in the season. And then on top of that, if you want to take a look at the second place in the division, it is actually Rookies, and I believe their round differential is only like plus 3 by comparison. And that's the second place in the division. So a really dominant season so far from Divine in the Wasteland division. Godfather saying that Vic and Luxa carried hard. I caught Luxa co-casting with the great D and F Duel Links Lounge last night. Did a great job. He's got a lovely voice and a lot of great insight from Luxa. So hopefully we'll get to hear him cast some more this season. Oh, there's that Ballista squad.
Yeah, he's gonna get rid of the Necro Valley now. It's gonna be huge for him. Yeah, Luxa casted yesterday the switcheroo game, I believe, versus Deathrow.
I'm sure at some point, Meaty, that Ancient Fairy Dragon will probably be hit in much the same way as it was in the TCG, for exactly the same reason. Just it'll eventually prevent.
Yeah, just spamming synchros. Yeah, just spamming field spell that doesn't let your opponent play.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Not letting my opponent play is my favorite way to play. I don't know that now is the time, though. I think right now Ancient Fairy Dragon and Necro Valley just fine. 4,400 damage, and Kino Tomo taking game number 1 for Rookies.
Yeah. I don't think Necro Valley is an issue right now until they like hit what they're called limit 3. A lot of decks that they can't play Cosmic, then it becomes really annoying. The turn 1 Necro Turbo. But for now, I think it's pretty fine.
One thing I have noticed in Duel Links is when I'm using field spell skills or field spells in general that want to do things, I really look for something that can protect my field spell a little bit better than just Malefic Stardust Dragon, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, we don't really have that. We didn't. The problem is Cosmic Cyclone. We don't have anything to stop that besides like Lancia.
Yeah, and which it doesn't really help when you're trying to play on your own turn and they hit you with a Cosmic.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it's going to be a repeat from Divine.
Interesting. He decided to repeat Blackwing into Shernui. Okay. Maybe he's really confident in his text that he can grind through the back row this time.
Nice little tea set here from Kino Tomo. And straight away we'd see the Simoon, the Poison Wind from Victor Lee. No Cosmic Cyclones on that lone back row card.
Yeah, but it's a really poor opening from Shiranui. He really needs to have a floodgate or something to stop this. Okay, Lance. Yeah, this is looking really bad for Shiranui now.
Yeah, Lance is a very poor out. I think we actually saw that last night in one of the matches. I think it was God's Chosen tried to double Lance Blackwings on a Simoon and then a Chris, and they still just ended up with a full board clear.
Yeah, doesn't really affect them much.
I guess maybe if you hit like Panaki or like the lone, like if they don't have Simoon.
If they don't have the level 4, then yeah, it does something, but besides that, it's not really that effective.
That's already game on board. Looks like a very strong start from Victor Lee. Perhaps there's a Karibo. We have seen quite a few of them played in Shiranui, but still going to be such a nasty opening from Victor Lee.
Yeah, he's gonna need 2 Sphere Kribos and then to somehow deal with this board. Like, he needs a Solitaire only way out for this after 2 Sphere Kribos.
And Vic is about to go, like, what, +2? So, like...
Yeah.
Oh, he's not. He's actually not going to... Maybe he has Necro Valley already in that... He does, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, looks like pretty over.
And that's game. 1-1 score. See? You don't need an Ancient Fairy Dragon meaty. You're quite a big fan of Pixie Dragon, right, Buns?
Yeah, I really like that card. I hope we get more synchro spam decks that can use it. We
Yeah,
really
right
don't
now.
have decks that spam synchros really. Like Shiranui sets up for a turn, Crystron set up. Like, they don't spam anything. They're really fun decks.
Victor Lee in the match chat goes 1-0. Which, there seems to be a discrepancy on my scoreboard and his scoreboard, but hey, we'll take it.
Bandit Keys. I think this is gonna be Heroes because they're expecting to lose Dark Magician. And looks like Victor Lee wins the coin flip in this matchup. Let's see if Heroes can set up to their turn 1 enough to survive.
Switcher Heroes ugly. Sealed Tombs are bust, in my opinion.
Yeah, I really like Seal Tombs is more all around. The other skills like Switcheroo doesn't help much. Master of Fusion feels like not really useful to me. Seal Tombs just helps you win versus Crystons because it's a really tough matchup otherwise.
No, actually, one thing I would say is I do like Master of Fusion when people are playing Fusion Substitute. I think that's really cool. Mind you, it is kind of asking for a mid game that heroes don't really play. So I kind of understand where you're coming from as well, that it doesn't really do anything. But in theory, I like that. You know, shuffle back, draw a card, have a polymerization just on demand. It's kind of a mild switcheroo, you know.
Yeah, it can be nice in some situations.
Cosmic Monkey says Fusion Substitute feels like a win more card. In here, how? It's just a poly, really. I mean, you're mostly fusing from the board anyhow. I guess if you mean just that shuffle effect, like shuffle and I don't know. I think it's not win more. I think it's like asking for yourself in a position where you're down. You've used your adoration. Oh my gosh, look at the opening here from Victor Lee.
Yeah, this opening is gonna be really hard to
But, like,
live against.
So I'm gonna finish my thought here. Was fusion substitute, the second effect, the grave effect, would only really work if you have a fusion monster in the grave, which means you're probably, and it's in your main phase, so it's not like you've mask changed and you're going into main phase 2 like in the TCG. So you have to have used or spent a fusion and then have it in the graveyard to shuffle back and draw, which typically means that your fusion was outed. I don't know if that's going to be a win more card. And it's searchable by Vion, exactly. It's always treated as polymerization. That is a triple Black Whirlwind and a lone Cosmic Cyclone on the mountain.
Yeah, he's gonna stop some of his searches now.
Oh, okay, Cosmic, that's where you're going wrong. So you use it in place of polymerization in Heroes, because it's searchable by Vion. And then... there's the Squall.
Okay, looks like Victor didn't open a level 4 monster. I wonder what his last card in hand is. Like, I think the only options would be like Necro Valley or a Blackbird Close. That he wouldn't normal summon anything.
Double Gale. Kind of the unfortunate thing. Actually, he didn't use the Orochi effect either. That's interesting to me.
Yeah, he didn't put the Ferris in attack. But I think he does have game here if he saves the Raikiri effect. Like if he debuffs both monsters, it's exactly 3000. And if the increase uses his effect early, then he can just pop 2 and still OTK. But let's see what he does.
Oh, yeah, that's important too. Is increase can only use its effect in the main phase, right? So we're not going to see any battle phase shenanigans.
Yeah, exactly. If he saves his effect, I think he should win in this turn.
So all he has to do is say, "I'm gonna go to battle phase," and then his opponent responds. He gets a replay on that. Would you like to continue your main phase? Ooh, a Necro Valley too.
Yeah, this is gonna be really hard for Heroes. The delay might be the hero player deciding if he should use increase before the battle phase now.
I think he might be realizing exactly what you were just talking about. And we've made it to the battle phase. That's exactly lethal on board, unless he's got a Sphere Karibo, which I can't say I have ever seen from Heroes.
Yeah, looks like it's game here.
And excellent insight from our friend Buns here with the going for that best colors award, Buns.
Yeah. I guess I called the Necro Valley, that's Let's see what rookie's gonna send here. Likely E-Sabers, I guess.
Yeah, it seems to be the go-to counter deck for the Wings. Do you feel Black Wings? I've heard some talk that Black Wings are the best deck in the format right now. How do you feel about that?
No, Crystons is definitely the best deck right now, but Black Wings probably have the best chance against them besides meme decks like Yusenju's, so I think it's in a good spot overall. And I think with Pixie Dragon, it makes the E-Saber matchup a lot better, the draw one, and the fact that you can hit the Molyneux with that Pixie Dragon. Like, turn 1 Blackwing setup is really annoying for E-Sabers.
So Meaty was saying he can just dodge with increase and justify correctly saying that increase is main phase only. So that's what Buns and I were talking about was if Victor Lee goes clicks battle phase, then the hero player gets a prompt in the main phase that says, it's the end of the main phase, would you like to activate this effect? An increase goes off. Then the number of monsters changes on the side of the board for the hero player, and then Victor Lee gets a prompt that says, your opponent just did some shenanigans, would you like to continue your main phase? So then increases goes up, slams down a Vion, dumps a card and all that. But then, he hadn't used the Raikiri effect, which is a once per turn. He could then continue his main phase, pop the board, still have lethal. And that's really what I was addressing when I was saying that you had the best calls, Buns.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was talking about earlier. About the play against increase. That you should wait in this matchup with Blackwing for the battle phase. I mean, without using the Raikiri effect, I mean. And it looks like we're gonna see E-Sabers, and Victor Lee is gonna have the turn 1 advantage in this matchup.
See, Prozo says, wait, this is invalid. Max K promised he was gonna go 10-0. Alright, match is over. No, he's got a tummy ache.
Rest in peace, the legend. We won't see the 10-0 today.
Dead Fun says DQ both teams. So even without the whirlwind, it looks like Vic opened up pretty well here.
Yeah, that's definitely a nice opener. Hopefully he has a Blackbird close or something to help against Molyneux and stuff. Here's the palace.
And there's the Molyneux. No need to search. Hypey says, I wonder if Max K and Xiao's both get tummy aches when they eat chicken. It's entirely possible. Well, we do have a delay. It might actually be that Blackbird close. There it is.
Yep. There it is, because he set up the Raikiri plus monster. I guess he was setting up for that. Otherwise, he would just go the Ancient Fairy Dragon. Now, this is a really bad spot for E-Sabers. They need at least 2 back rows.
And one thing too is
another
that
monster.
Yeah, he needs a Blackwing monster because Raikiri's effect cannot go off with a Black-Winged Dragon on the board due to them not being a Blackwing monster. He's got a hyphen. What's the hyphen for?
Okay, looks like he's going to the battle phase.
One swing connects. Sphere Karibo, so he will have Destiny draw.
Yeah, this is looking really bad now for the Blackwing because of Pressure Trio.
Watch me hit him with another close. Like...
Yeah, I thought about that for a second. That would have been like really, really bad for him.
So, in your opinion, would you say with the prevalence of Unending Nightmare, would you have swung with the Black-Winged Dragon first? knowing that a potential Sphere Karibo could be there, just to shut off one potential card from your opponent?
I don't think it would have mattered because of the Sphere Karibo, because Persia Trio would just clear the board either way. So I don't think it's really impactful killing making Unending Nightmare dead when you don't even have the Necro Valley on up. I mean.
See, but we actually don't even see a Purgatrio. We have the Invoked Cocytus. Cocytus.
Yeah, looks like he's playing the save game here because he sees that the opponent is clogged for now.
Or the set card is an invocation. Nope. I think you were just... Oh, he's... You mentioned he was... Oh, that's why. Okay, that'll do it. Yep, that's one way of dealing with that little problem. Why do anything that we're talking about when you could just win with 1,100 over lethal? And that's going to be it from our good friend Victor Lee as rookies tie up the score 2-2.
Yeah, he still gave them the counter advantage now for Divine.
Yeah, he did his job perfectly. An excellent showing from a lead. He did have to burn a repeat to do it, but I think it paid off in the end.
Yeah.
So thank you to Victor Lee for allowing us the privilege of seeing you play. I would say too, Hypebeast, that Necro Valley also really cool because it stops them from boosting their guys up to obscene levels with the Palace because they can't change attributes in the graveyard as well.
Yeah, that's true. The Necro Valley is really annoying for the E-Saber player.
Swagonite is saying, no Max K. Hopefully their Dark Magician player knows how to use Circle and Navigation. I don't know, it seems unlikely, but they would have been training under the tutelage of Max, so I suspect that they have a decent idea of the hows, the whens, and the whys. Wise, of course, in this situation being spelled W-I-S-E, referring, of course, to Max himself.
We did see from Divine that they countered the E-Sabers with SSA before, so it could be one of the two decks.
So we have Fake 6 coming in, by the way.
And it looks like it is SSA as the E-Saber counter right now.
Oh god, why do these guys keep switching spots on me, Buns? Why? Why do they think it's okay to bounce on and off the table? Somebody start smacking heads together. You know how much difficult this makes this for me? You know what I have to do? I have to click and type twice.
They want to be the alpha at the bottom.
I have never heard of somebody being a bottom and being the alpha.
Yeah, I don't. In this scenario, in Duel Links, that's the only case. Anyways, looks like a good opener from Divine here.
I'm suspecting a Fistburn in the hand as well, so definitely a solid opening. Nope, Sentry. There's the Fistburn.
Okay, looks like the standard Crystron setup. Doesn't seem to be a whale in hand or anything.
Whale is really the monster you want to see in this matchup, I would say. Being able to dodge those chains and Malehus. whatnot, so on and so forth. And Alien
Yeah,
appears to have the loading error. However, he's gonna need to put a timestamp on that because that don't mean anything. I can post that too. Yeah, his URL doesn't even have a timestamp in it either. Tut 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 tut. I don't know. So just gonna restart. Alex saying just restart it. Doesn't ask for a timestamp at all. Just says go ahead. I believe you. Konami game doo-doo.
yeah, there's been a lot of bugs lately about that issue and DCs and stuff.
Yeah, it's really annoying. I've had it happen, I think, in almost every single war, and as well as the PCT streams. Just players just can't even load in. I had it happen in scrims and as well as just practice matches.
Yeah, it's weird sometimes. Like it bugs out for no reason, and even when your connection is just fine. Okay, looks like the SSA player is gonna go first again. Maybe he sets up the whale this time if he has it.
Gava said mods gave us a game loss for that in Clan War. What the heck? Why? Who was the mod?
Yeah.
Who doesn't know that that's been going on for like...
Yeah, I heard there's been drama over there because some rulings were favored for the DC and some were voted against it. So yeah, it's been kind of inconsistent sometimes, but hopefully they fix that issue, and Konami in general. Okay, this time looks like a poor opening from phases. You don't ideally want to open a level 4 in the graveyard.
I'm just talking to our referee for a second, just trying to check a couple things out.
It was ruled a restart just fine, right?
Yep. There's just some talks to Divine. They're talking about it, and then I'm just talking to Alex, just trying to see, just so I know for accuracy and everything as well, what the situation is going to be in the future. Justify says that check the log. If it says X1, then it isn't the glitch. If there's no winner, then the glitch happened. Well, no, because it times the person out. They wait for the entire timer, unless they just close the app. Yeah, what's up, Metal Overdrive? So it'll come up as a win anyway. Alright, so we do see a much improved board state from Crystron's here.
Yeah, establishing the early SSA is really essential for winning this matchup, and that's what he did.
Yeah, we were talking earlier about wanting to see the whale, but a sea stealth attack can sometimes be as good. So we have the head referee weighing in the match channel. Says the ruling for whenever this happens is to restart the game. Whenever the end result is time limit, whether the end result is a time limit as a result of the in-game player never leaving the game or a connection failure because of the player leaving the game. One of the players cannot physically enter the game. As a result, they will never see their cards, and if they go first, they will just time out without having a chance to do anything. I still think, in my humble opinion, that you should have to show the time of the loading screen. You should have to pull down your notification bar if you're on mobile. You should have to include the time in your screenshot if you're playing on PC. You should have the time in your screenshot, in my opinion. Godfather said we had full proof and they still gave us a loss in another league. That's insane. That's... Maybe they just don't like you.
Yeah, it's kind of weird sometimes. Looks like in this game, the rookies player is thinking really hard about what to do here. How does he stop the SSA?
Overdrive says the opponent got 3 free wins, but we still won the war.
Looks like he just passes.
Yeah, I'm predicting something like a Sphere Kuriboh trying to get himself some Destiny draw.
Yeah, but is Destiny draw really helping here? Because like he's probably gonna go into Sam Destroyer, and then he can't really out either monsters. And Sam Destroyer forces this Sphere Kuriboh early as well. I guess we'll see what he does with it. He already used all his Sitries. He only has the Ryons and the Genix controllers now.
Ooh, Juked in the chat says, Hans, when we hanging out, now that we are allowed groups of 10 people, we can even invite Flabber. I mean, yeah, Flabber wants to take a road trip. But yeah, slide him on DMs, baby girl. Yeah, so hop on a plane, baby girl. Let's go. Hypebeast. Hopefully they're not your nudes. Ugh. Oh, he actually went double Ammy there.
Yeah, that's an interesting play because this doesn't really play around the D draw and around Sphere Freeball. I mean, he could have kept the Ryan and swung with it first just to force that Sphere Freeball, and he wouldn't be worried because he can just try an effect to make the Amatrix anyways on the opponent turn.
Yeah, and you know something I definitely would have done in that situation too? Is, say you're in this situation, you have to predict a Sphere Karibo, right? You've got C Stealth attack on the board, slide your toggle on, attack with the first Amatrix. If you see a delay, just yeet that thing out of there in the battle step. You know, he's going to try to take the attack. Don't let him. But I guess he's got double set. He's not afraid. Not afraid.
Depends on what that set is. He did draw into Alistair, so it makes you wonder if maybe he has the current in hand, so that could be scary for the Crystron player.
This man picked fire. Yeah, SSA dodge current with a Cockadus. I mean, he can right now because he has one in defense, but like most of the time he can't.
Yeah, right now he can, and he. I wonder if he's gonna put the Cockadus in attack or not. Yep, yeah, he's just gonna play around the impact right now. But yeah, I think the Rion play was probably better because he had the turtle, so he could SSA banish the turtle, and then put the Cockadus in defense by shuffling it back with the Rion.
And I also have to say I like this play as well. There's that concentrating current, and this is exactly what Gualo was talking about. As soon as he does this, now he can just pull that thing off the board. His defense is going to hit 0 after this whole thing resolves. Yeah, he's got a 4700 attack, but I didn't see a Fairy Meteor Crush get slapped on this boy, so...
Yeah, it's looking really bad now for the Invoke player.
Well, his defense was going to hit 0, so a Concentrating Current wasn't going to do a whole lot.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't really know why he burnt it there, to be honest. Like...
To be like, what was he gonna do though? Because if he set it, the current would be dead. Yeah, the only other option was just set it for, I don't know, for top deck unending, but it looks like pretty over now. Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah,
Fake Six taking the W for Divine. I mean, I guess if you're in this situation, you kind of know you're going to lose anyway, so...
Yeah, he just went for it, hoping he wouldn't activate the SSA effect.
You know, just hope your opponent's doo-doo. Sometimes that happens, man.
Yeah, if they're low on time, they sometimes don't activate the effect.
I mean, I think we've all done just silly stuff like that, you know? Just where you make a weird mistake or click no at the wrong time and just do something weird. What was the one? I remember you had something like this happen, and it was posted on Reddit at one time, and I made fun of you for it. I can't remember what the situation was, but
yeah, that was like 6 or 7 months ago. I was just playing on COG or something, and I was fighting counter fairies, and they had their field spell up. And I used the current plus Alistair combo, and they did take no damage, so I just swung in anyways.
Oh yeah, that's right. The guy posted it on Reddit. It's like, who reads cards? And I saw it was you, and I was like, oh my god, this is like one of the most consistent players ever. And he's got memed on by Reddit.
I mean, the thing is, the funny thing is even if I didn't do any boosts, I remember that I got OTK'd next turn, so the boost really didn't do much.
No,
like the meme.
No, it didn't matter, but it certainly looks funny.
The meme was funny, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, so Alex made a new room, And but this game's underway, so I don't know what we're gonna do here. Sick timing. I guess just after this game we go into a new one. This one looks like it's going off without a hitch, so.
Yeah, it's working fine for now. Okay, there's the Janet's come down. Oh, he didn't activate it. This tells me he probably has the controller as the last card in his hand.
Yeah, and it also implies that he's only running one. Bushgod King says, I don't know how Team Wars works. Can anyone give me a quick rundown? Yep. So 5 players come from each team for the game. They pick 5 players. Each player gets 2 decks. First team to 10 wins. Each deck has 1 life. If you do not win a game with your first deck, you can choose to repeat it at the cost of your team's 1 of 2 repeats. So this is to avoid Saki losses even when you pick a counter deck. And it comes down to a solid amount of teamwork, strong plays, and knowing how to counter the meta in terms of countering and deck pairing. So it's a 2-deck format with a pseudo best of 1 playstyle, and then you also end up with a solid group of players. It's pretty good. And also there's like a $5,000 prize at the end of the season. Anything you would add to that, Buns? Does that make any sense at all?
Yeah, not really.
Alright. Like it didn't make sense, or you don't have anything to add?
I think you said pretty much everything about that.
Alright.
I don't really have anything to add to that yet. Looks like a decent opener from the SSA player, but the Blackwing has the Ancient Fairy setup, so this is gonna be really hard to come back from.
Ooh, we're going to see an Ancient Fairy Dragon and an Ancient Pixie Dragon on the board at the exact same time. Oh, he protects his mountain and yeets the Yumi. Woo!
Yeah, he keeps the mountain in hand, I guess, for potential draw with the Pixie Dragon on the following turn.
I mean, if he's got Gale, he can Pixie Dragon right now. That seems like a mistake to me to do that before the Necro Valley hits the board as well, but I guess doesn't matter all that much. It's just that he can still synchro off on everything if he does have another Gale in hand. And there's that Gale. And even though he does have that Soul Fafnir and a Citri in the grave, the Amatrix not going to be able to float due to the Necro Valley. Just straight up scoop. Alain takes the win. And that ties up the score once again, 3-3. Man said, yep, that was cool. That was fun. Thanks for playing. Buns, what time is it for you? All right. Yeah, I think so too, Juked. That's... I think he actually fell asleep.
Alright, let's cast this very, very quiet as not to wake our good friend Buns. Now, Buns, I think, stayed up all night because he is in Europe and he wanted to cast this game. But he was also up late last night watching Team Wars. So we'll have a nice, quiet match. Thank you, Buns, for joining us. One moment as I take on this cubic thing.
Oh, Buns is in the chat. What the heck? So is Discord just being weird? What the heck is going on? Buns just left an automated message. Why is everything bugging? Can I hear you now? Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't know what went wrong there.
That's weird.
Yeah, I was like, why is there no volume? Did I disconnect or something? So I go to stream and see if you like AFK or something. It was just me.
I
My bad.
thought you might have fallen asleep because I know it's fairly early in the morning for you. Well, not early in the morning, but it's early in the afternoon for you, right?
Yeah,
And
it's like,
I don't know
3
when the
PM now.
heck you slept. Wait, am I
Yes.
black now? Okay, there we go. Did you sleep?
Yeah, I slept like at like 5 a.m. Woke up at 12, something like that. So I'm fairly awake now.
Ah, nice. And
Looks like we're gonna be joining the new room here.
yeah, we
And,
did, and then it already says Alain took a win, but then it said Uzi won in the match.
Yeah, so it's like 3-3 now.
It is 3-3, but then there's like... Now Luke's is saying that I'd like proof that something happened here. The problem is, if you want that, the room says that Alain took a win. Yeah, so... are you sure? It looks like it just
Yeah,
restarted.
Alain won. Yeah.
You're like, are you sure? Yeah, that's a swiftly deleted message.
Okay, looks like Dark Magician gonna have an answer to the Black Wing player for now. It's interesting that his circle grabbed him another circle, so he could not have the combo at the moment. And this would probably be GG if the back row is nothing, is a bluff.
Oh, Juke asked where you're from. Did you answer that?
Yeah, I'm from Egypt.
Oh, very nice. Hey, that's where Yu-Gi-Oh is from.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, it looks like the Dark Magician player just bricked.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Wait, did I switch the players again? So Alain takes the win there against Fake Zix. And Fake Zix with a 1-2 score. And the rookies now take the lead. Imagine not reading Candace. Oh, he said hello! Oh, and he said he's an Egyptian god. Hey, look at that! All questions answered by reading. See? That's how you know I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh player right there.
Reading everything. So Rookie's gonna take the lead for now, depending on what Divine decides to send in. Likely another E-Sabers. It's interesting though because people usually pair the SSA with heroes instead of the Dark Magician, but I guess we've seen both pairs before.
Juke asking what? Don't all Egyptians live in pyramids like us Canadians live in igloos? Is that true?
What? I didn't catch that, my bad.
So, Canadians, we all live in igloos. Do Egyptians all live in pyramids?
Nah, some of them do, of course.
I thought it was mainly the dead ones that lived in pyramids.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to, like, you can go sleep next to them. Not the dead, the pyramids, I mean. Okay, that was awkward.
Yeah, I mean, whatever you want to do, man. Hey, you know, I'm not here to judge. Yeah, I would never kink shame you, Buns.
I actually never went to the pyramids.
Oh, really?
As shocking as it sounds, yeah. I visited a lot of the monuments and stuff, but just not the pyramids themselves.
I'd say that, honestly, that your country probably has the most mysterious and fascinating history. Just because it's so ancient, you know?
Yeah, and we have a lot of stuff that you can see and
Yeah, like things are still standing, everything's so well preserved. I mean, like, the only things we have are the evidence from those days and the stories from the egg, you know?
yeah, stories from that.
Alright, so we have Luxa 2 coming in versus Alain. Luxa will be our bottom player coming in for Divine.
Luxa been a key player for Divine this season so far. He's had a great impact with E-Sabers primarily. Yeah, he's probably like still in top 10 power rankings at the moment in Team Wars. But it doesn't look like he's playing, I don't know, maybe he's playing a different deck this time.
It looks like Alain's starting out pretty strong here. Oh, he's missing a deck as well. I gotta fix that. So,
yeah, Luxa still has
to some moons. Ooh.
Yeah, it's a really good opening. I wonder what Luxa brought here because this is unlikely to be E-Sabers. We don't really see Ishizus countering Blackwings since they really don't care about the graveyard.
Yeah, that is pretty weird, actually. I wonder... So you would say it's got to be what, heroes?
I think I don't know. I'd be sure His heroes really aren't that great against Black Wings. Like even if yours go second, if you go second into a Blackbird close, you're still gonna lose.
Yeah, it does
So I
seem
wouldn't.
problematic for sure.
I think it possibly Shiranui or some odd odd deck like maybe like Invoke Shiranui
But with like
to
no mortal or
OTK.
something. I see.
Yeah, or Seal Tombs, I guess, since the
Yeah, that makes more sense. Now, Ishtar saying probably Ritual Beast or Hero. Ritual Beast does make a lot of sense as well. I do believe Luxa is a high skill player and would definitely be somebody who would like to play Ritual Beasts, flexing that brain, and would have a
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
solid matchup.
Oh yeah, that's true. This could be Ritual Beast as well. But Alain is also he also played a lot of Ritual Beast last season, so it looks like he set up the Shidori in case it is.
Yeah, very smart there, 4,000 attack. But it's actually going to be Dark Magician coming in on Blackwings.
Wow, that's weird send in, to be honest, but maybe it works out for them.
I mean, if you got it like that, you got it like that. But
Yeah, but like Dark Magician, I don't know. I don't see this as a good matchup, but
yeah, it's definitely usually the
Maybe.
other way around that we see the counter picks come in. So Victor says, how do they get 2 glitch in a row? That's BS. Should be 2 game loss already. I mean, I guess we could say that, but Alain did actually get the win in the duel room on the second
I
one,
think it
allegedly.
was-
So if you want to say that, that's 1 game loss apiece. Like, but also, like, neither player even gets, like, one player gets to play or just sit there and watch the other player do absolutely nothing. So it's just a glitch of you just don't actually ever load in. It happens. Hopefully it doesn't happen to you, but it's definitely an annoying thing. And in a competitive format, it's an anus clencher for sure. Like, you're sitting there and you're just like, oh man, how are they gonna rule it? So it's nice to have transparent refs who will tell you this is exactly how it goes. This is what you need to do. Please, like, I got a game for later on today, and Hazy already posted in the channel that the dual rooms are bugged. Here's what you do in the event of a glitch. It's really nice from the refs. They're doing a great job, so I definitely appreciate these guys. Also, Buns, can we just give a big shout out to Alex for doing the hard referee and moderation work for this war?
Yeah, so far Alex has done a great job with moderating all the issues that come up because of these dual rooms. Yeah, this war has been going well besides that instance, but hopefully no more glitches happen.
Yeah, it would be nice to just have it go smooth and just not happen. Man, Vic, you are so lucky because it's been happening to me all the freaking time. I can't even play like with my team, like just in a practice match without like I'm not loading in. Give me 10 minutes. Like, it's annoying.
Yeah, it happens a lot lately. It looks like the Dark Magician player chose not to activate the navigation early to get rid of the Raikiri. Maybe he thought he saw a Cosmic Cyclone delay, so he decided not to use it.
So that's good, Chris, right there, able to get this search off the Whirlwind as well. Tommy says needle sealing one time. That could be a reason why.
Yeah, but needle sealing, it means the Chidori is
You
just
just
gonna
float.
float into Raikiri.
Well, you could nav chain needle sealing and then Chidori misses timing.
Yeah, I guess that's true. But we saw him search the navigation and the illusion magic, so we know he has a live navigation. There it is.
A sizable board from Aline here.
Yeah, this is a really annoying field for the Dark Magician player. See, he has to out two synchros right here.
Both of them having more attack than his vanilla Dark Magician. He does have Circle. I do believe that Expanded is being played in almost every list right now. So that's one way of dealing with at least the Raikiri, but then you still have the Chidori problem.
Yeah, exactly. And we saw him search Gale, so he can go into Zhou to revive the Raikiri anyways. But I guess the Seal Tombs right now would help stop that issue if he manages to out the Raikiri right here. Okay, I have to
Ooh,
mine.
that's one way of doing it. Now that can negate the Raikiri as well. Scary for Blackbird Close. I'm sure. Amulet Dragon.
Huh? That's I'm
Sealing
kind of
up the
confused
tombs.
by that play,
Amulet
but-
Dragon and Sealed Tombs.
Yeah, but the thing is, we saw him search Illusion Magic last turn, so we know he doesn't have a live navigation.
Well, there's a couple things that's peculiar about that too, right? So, first, we know he has the Gale, so that's an instant out to the Amulet Dragon. Then, he used Sealed Tombs, which prevents the Amulet Dragon from using its effect to special summon the Dark Magician. On top of that, Dark Magical Circle doesn't activate in the damage step, so even if the Amulet Dragon goes down, the Dark Magician summon wouldn't even banish a card. It's just confusing on all sorts of levels.
Yeah, his best play was probably to go for the Cavalry, but it doesn't save him either. He looks like he's going for the Pixie Dragon right here.
And Pixie Dragon just blows it up anyway. This is a situation where Amulet Dragon would float, but he sealed his own tombs, and that's not gonna be great.
Yeah, exactly.
And 4,900 from Al Ain, taking out the first deck of Luxa.
Yeah, maybe they sent the wrong deck. I don't know, like they send his second deck first, and
I
his
guess,
first one is
but-
the real counter. Like this
Maybe?
is odd, to be honest.
I mean, you did say that Luxa has been putting in a lot of work with Element Sabers. It would certainly be strange to send in Dark Magician if you have a solid Element Saber deck, a solid Element Saber player right there.
Yeah, I guess we'll see right now what his second deck is if he doesn't repeat.
I would certainly hope not to see a repeat on Dark Magician versus Black Wings.
Yeah, and it does look like Element Saber. He must have went in with the wrong deck, I guess.
That's not a mistake you like to see at this level, especially from an undefeated team.
Yeah,
And, these guys have some spots on
he
there.
might really need the Dark Magician later on. But right now, it looks like nice. Looks nice for him that he managed to go first against Black Wings. With possibly two disruptions, ideally would be Floodgate to stop any summon from them.
Max K would have won that game.
True. Max K only loses to glitches like the one we saw right now.
Usually the timer glitch, where the timer goes down at regular intervals.
Yeah. Rod keeps asking you what to do and timer goes from 60 to 0 real quick.
We see a normal summon Gale the Whirlwind there. No Simoon, no Whirlwinds, except for the Gale. This is
Yeah, I think
looking very
looks
good
like
for
he's
Luxo.
trying to bait out the floodgate right here because of the level 3 summon first.
Ooh, Necro Valley, very nice.
It's an interesting turn 1. Turn 2, I mean. He doesn't want to walk into a floodgate, but it's really easy to out this Gale right now.
Nalu! So actually Gale could have swung right over the Nalu.
Yeah, he was probably scared of the Alistair and he didn't want to swing in.
Yeah, you have to
phase
suspect
out.
that set. It's got to be close, right?
Yeah, it's gotta be, that's why he didn't swing. But yeah, it's not looking good at all for Align right now because of these two back row.
I'm going to take a short break for nature. I'm going to leave you to entertain the chat. Tell them a joke. Nothing racist, please. I'll be right back.
Okay. Okay, looks like another Gale. I don't think he really has follow-up besides that one Gale, so an Alistair with an invocation would be annoying. Never mind actually, the Necro Valley would just stop that. Okay. Now the Necro Valley is just locking up the E-Saber player from fusing. But he top decks Molecule to walk over this Gale. Okay, and the second set was actually a bluff Whirlwind. He didn't want to reveal it early. Possibly has a level 4 in hand now too.
Alright, chat's wilding out. What did you say?
I didn't say anything.
Somebody clip it. Check the VOD. I better not get banned.
Nah, you're good, bro. You're good.
And the Malehu effect going on. Let's see if that was indeed a close set from earlier. Of course it was.
The delay, yeah. And I think he bricked really hard because those two back rows didn't give any delays and didn't really stop the Gale last turn. So these could be like bluff invocations or something. This would be really devastating for him. And he decides not to swing, doesn't want to give the D-draw. In case of a palace. Oh, there it is.
There's the palace.
Top decks the palace anyways.
And another Malehu. 2700 attack. Oh, he's playing the anus. Look at that.
Yeah, he's playing all the element. He probably has like one more left, or maybe he doesn't have any more effect. Okay, he sets. Yeah, Luxa really needs an out to this Necro Valley so he can fuse.
Another Whirlwind. Now, I do wonder, he's got to have like things like Floodgate and maybe one more Malehu for the effect.
It depends on the last back row. I think the first two were bluffs. Yeah, it looks like he's just gonna flip down the Chris here. But the issue is, maybe it was better waiting for the Gale to just flip that down since it's his last level 3 tuner. Yeah, it doesn't look like his... Maybe he does have more back row, but I don't know. He's out of Molyneux's now. Molyneux effect.
That's a juicy looking graveyard for sure. The gang's all here.
Yeah, I'm also curious what the last card Alain has. He has kept the left card in his hand for a very long time now. Okay, and now he sets that card that he drew from a while ago. This must be like an Orochi. Yep. He only has one more tuner left in the deck.
I would say at this point, if he can establish any monster with a sizable body, he can really just stall out, but he doesn't seem to have any monsters at all.
Yeah, it seems like neither player has any monsters, but maybe maybe Luxa has a floodgate face down there. That last set.
Here comes Zephyros the Elite. Oh, he's got Gale as well.
Oh, he had the Gale already, wow.
So he really just needs... Yeah, he shrinks the Mallehu. Don't even see a Fiendish Chain. He could literally just go into a level 7 with 3000 defense and just relax.
Yeah, he can chill on the Pixie Dragon right now, because it doesn't seem like that back row is anything. Maybe he plays like WoD or something.
I suppose it could be Concentrating Current with an Alistair would be able to get over it with the Palace of the Elemental Lords. Void Trap Hole! Oh, that's gotta sting.
So that's what it was.
He's gotta take 400 damage here.
But yeah, and right now he doesn't have any more tuners. Like, I don't know how does he live here.
I think
He
just an Alistair normal summon is game.
Well, he can change elements, but he does need the Concentrating Current.
Does he?
How big would the... Yeah,
One,
I mean,
two,
Alistair
three,
would... Oh, yeah,
four.
yeah. 4, yeah, that's true. He's only 100 life points. He would die to the Alistair right here.
He doesn't have it though.
Like he has it. Wow.
And he did replay that Necro Valley as well. So he's not going to be able to go into either a Joe or, say, like a Chidori, which would float into the Raikiri.
He still has, like 3 more Blackwing level 4 monsters.
Oh, that's a nice
looks like-
play with that set.
Yeah, he's just gonna go for the deck house here. He saw that Luxa didn't have any chainable back row. So he's just gonna go for the deck out, knowing he can't fuse under Necro Valley.
So no chainable back row. He either has a set Concentrated Current, can't really fuse with Necro Valley unless he gets 2 Alistairs and makes a Kaliga. He needs some way to clear up his back row here, or he just decks out, really.
Yeah, and even if he makes Kaliga, the Necro Valley stopping the recycle mean he still can't out the Simoon. His only out would be use the Concentrating Current and hope there's no follow-up.
Imagine getting decked out by Blackwings. The deck that searches like 14 million cards.
Yeah, both of them thinned their deck quite a bunch right now.
Swinging with the Alistair. You gotta suspect that this is gonna be a concentrating current here. It's not.
Oh, he's just swinging in, huh? That's it. It doesn't look like he had a concentrating current delay, so this might go into a deck out.
And honestly, if Alain can just set 2 monsters, you can't clear it, even with current. You can't get through it, ever.
Yeah, it looks like that Alain is just going for the stall game right now.
Only 1 attack if you current, and you just can't really get through it.
Yeah, this is over now because the current doesn't even do anything right now. Unless he plays like Lava Golem.
That would be.
Imagine if he plays that.
That would be a crazy turn of event.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it though. So
There goes the
Alain is
indications,
gonna take another one, it looks like.
5-1 versus the undefeated Divine. And
What's his
the
score?
deck out. It
Yeah,
is now
is he like
6-3.
4-1 now?
He is 5-1 now.
Wow.
So Luke's out with an unfortunate 0-2 here. I think probably went in with the wrong deck first, and it might have cost him because it just didn't go well for him in game number 2.
Yeah, he could have possibly repeated after that break.
And so saying if he had lava, he could have fused into Purg anyway. That's true.
Yeah, I mean if he like top decked it on the last turn or something. But the thing is, did we know if he had an invocation set? We didn't know that for sure. He had 3 back row that weren't chainable. They could have been all void trap holes and stuff.
Yo, Mr. Whiskers, thank you for the follow. It was a deck out loss. K-Knight. Man had his whole deck and just couldn't pull it out. I really thought he was gonna have. I really thought he was gonna have it with the void trap hole. I also thought that was gonna be so good.
Yeah, it seems like he drew all his Alistairs too late.
And with all the elements burnt, he really had nothing to fuse into. And, you know, he was running the Element Saber Anus, which means that he probably has Magellanica, at least that 1 copy, in his extra deck as well.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate he had to burn all the molecules early. I think what really cost him the game there was flipping down the level 4 instead of waiting for the Gale. It was the last tuner, and he would have had 2 700 Molehue that Blackwings can't really out without any of their own tuners left. I think that was probably the main thing that could have won him the game despite the Necro Valley.
Yeah, it definitely seems like that was certainly a turning point, and that's excellent awareness from you. I mean, you're a really knowledgeable Blackwing player, and it's nice to have experience with multiple decks because then you're more familiar with the lists that people play, with how the deck works, and those numbers. Like you say, he's got 2 to 3 tuners, 4 tuners maybe, and you know exactly how many he's got. It's going to be Gales, maybe a Panaki, and 1 Orochi.
Yeah, exactly. The Blackwing player really didn't have much resources left, so I think the ideal play was probably just waiting for that last tuner and just putting it down, then running over it. It looks like we have the next player from Divine.
It'd be Daniel Yu-Gi-Oh!
Another Ishizo. Maybe they might be out of Element Sabers, so Dark Magician is their best option now.
And Blackwing's going first. It's funny though, if you think about, typically Blackwings want to go second, but in the Dark Magician matchup, they actually really appreciate going first.
Yeah, especially if they play Black Rose, but most lists haven't been maining that card because of the low tech space. They usually just run the Blackwing Dragon with the Blackbird Close. But yeah, if he runs it, then it will be huge in this matchup to go first.
Yeah, so Specialist there answering God Within's question in the chat. Necro Valley does say you cannot change any attributes in the graveyards. Or types, right? You can't change type or attributes, so like Zombie World gets stopped?
Yeah, I think it stops both type attributes.
And we have another timeout glitch from Alain here. And the time is in the screenshot. So it looks like I'm just gonna have to restart this one again. The time is in the screenshot. And Divine is really not happy about this one. Multiple players in the match chat. I don't understand. They're saying that they're using it to win, but they're not winning. It's just a restart.
I think they're supposed, like, the Alain sees the bad hand and then disconnects, but they have no proof of that, and that's like disrespectful to him, to be honest. That he would be doing this. Like, they don't have a proof for that.
And so they're saying,
like you see a bad hand, you like disconnect your cable or whatever, and then you say disconnect glitch, something like that. I don't know. But,
well, that's the thing, Justifies. Like... You say, like, okay, so that's a problem, right? That's the problem, that Justifies saying this absolutely correctly. Imagine opening badly and then disconnecting from the game. Just have a better start. It's basically like running restart, right? But
yeah,
he's showing a time-stamped photo. This is the current time, this is the loading screen, and it's stuck like this. And you can even see that the last time he has it is in his history of loading screens. He's actually showing his deck list in the screenshot as well, which is probably not good. But...
yeah, there's some drama going on right now, but hopefully it resolves.
It's not the phone, Justify. That's the thing. It's not the phone. It's literally Konami. A lot of us are having the same problem. I'm also having the problem. Sean says photos are BS, needs to be a video.
I think I don't think the video or the screenshot really
makes
matter
no
much.
difference.
I think...
The time, just need the time.
Yeah.
It's the same as, taking a picture with today's paper. It's the same way. Justify saying seems too convenient. Is Justify on Divine? Because I'm not just going to argue with players who would benefit. Let me look at the league rosters. It's going to waste my time. Yo, what's up, Sham? I mean, I'm not the one making the rulings. I'm just reading them anyway. Nah, it's cool. Yeah, so Sean, you're absolutely correct too, but he actually has all of his prior photos also in the same screenshot. Alright, game started, let's go. When are you guys going to put team records on the layout? Oh, usually I do, actually. I'm going to switch it this weekend, and next week I'll have for all matches. So, instant Necro Rally T-set from Alain, and the pass over to Daniel.
Looks like a really poor opening this time from Alain. He's bricked the last game too, somewhat. He only opened tuners in the last game. Oh, looks like Ritual Beast.
And not the ideal opening from Ritual Beasts either. Necro Rally also not going to hurt Ritual Beasts in the slightest.
I mean, it hurts this Apelio right here, but if it gets dealt with, then yeah. Yeah, it doesn't seem like Alain has any monsters right now. Oh, and he normal summons the Kanahawk. This tells me he has either a return or a bond to possibly go for OTK here. Yep, there's the return.
Yeah, that's looking real good for Dan.
Yeah, Black Wings don't really run any protection traps, so this is probably GG right here.
I mean, even if you do have, you know, some kind of protective trap, the ulti Apelio just unaffected regardless, so... And that's exact lethal, just like that. And there we go, Danny taking the game, so it's 4-6 for Rookie still, but Divine on their way back up. So, in the match chat, I'm just going to continue with this, because it's cool to get everybody some information. So... Luke's correctly asking the question, what's the difference between a disconnect and this bug? So we have our esteemed head referee, Hazy, saying, well, a disconnect at least has both players into the game. This glitch literally does not allow the player to join the duel. All he gets is a loading screen. So he can't see his opponent's cards if he's playing, he can't see his own cards to know his hand. All that happens is he just sits there loading and loading and loading and loading and loading and loading and loading. So he takes a screenshot, and you have to include the timestamp. Now, yesterday, Wayne included 2 screenshots with timestamps. So it was really well done from Wayne, showing like one timestamp and then one timestamp from a minute later with the same glitch. But you know, one timestamp I think is probably enough. As long as it's, you know, current. So I think everybody's clear on it now. Divine seems to be understanding it now as well. They haven't seemed to have any instances where this has affected them. So I can kind of understand the frustration when they have a good hand. Then they're forced, they get to see it. and then they're forced to restart the thing, and they're like, great, now I bricked. And it's, it's just one of those things. And it's frustrating because you get to see it. And then, like, you see, like, oh, I have a
especially if
good
it's
hand.
a really good hand.
Yeah, like, oh, finally, I have a good hand. Then you have to restart, and it's like, well, time to reshuffle those odds. Here we go, RNG. Please pay off for me. Like, but it has been happening to pretty much all the teams all weekend long. Not a whole lot we can do about it. Just kind of hope for the best. And
yeah, exactly. It might have happened to Fake this. So when he restarted his SSA deck, he opened worse than the game before.
yeah, although I
So
think he won, right? He did win that game.
No, he lost to the Blackwing player.
Oh.
When he
Fair.
got countered, I think. Or wait, yeah, you're right. Never mind. It was against the E-Saber that he won still. But yeah, he did open a lot more poorly after the restart though.
Alright, so we have rookies Kuragikun coming through. Nope, Divine isn't losing Edu, they just haven't won yet. Just taking longer than we expected. The obituary for rookies has already been typed. Don't worry. Yo, Blaziken, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Yo, Destiny in the chat hit you with that those snap-on sunglasses. I like it. Not a shadow duel, just waiting. Talking to refs and whatnot.
Yeah, it looks like it finally started right now.
We got Ishizu versus Ishizu.
Oh, double set from the Ishizu player. This makes you think that it's likely Dark Magician, but I don't know if this is gonna be a great send-in. And
Yeah,
we
would
see
you
the
send
Elder
in
right
Dark
here.
Magician versus... Ooh, Elder. Ha!
Elder.
That's the way you like to see it.
Yeah, it's gonna be really hard if this is Dark Magician. It's gonna be really hard stopping the Elder, the ulti Apelio after he sets up. Like even if you top deck a circle, it's gonna be really annoying.
Mordecai in the chat asking, can you get 2 copies of DSOD Dark Magician? You will be able to in about 13 hours. Something like that. 14 hours? 1 a.m. EST on the 25th. Before? No. Just the one prismatic gift. I imagine we'll end up with 3. Because of DSOD Yami, if we get him. No, we just got it from the DSOD release campaign. Just 1 gift. So Buns, you're a well-known Ritual Beast player at times. How do you feel about the deck's current situation?
Not in a good spot right now overall, in my opinion. Because Shiranui is seeing a lot of play right now, and that deck is always maining the Lancias, which hurts Ritual Beast. and also E-Sabers. Like these two decks have been popular a lot. As well as Dark Magician playing Tie That Binds now. Tie That Binds usually tips the match favor to Dark Magician. So yeah, I don't see it having a lot of great matchups right now. Like maybe the Crystron matchup, but I honestly haven't played against SSA that much, so I can't really talk about that matchup much.
So Mordecai saying that Sabers isn't as hard a matchup now because of the lack of Malo in the main deck. It's hard to instant purg and win.
Yeah, that's true, but Sabers are still annoying because they don't always need to use the turn 1. I mean the turn 2 Persia Trio. Like if you don't open a good startup hand, you're still gonna lose to a Molyneux flip into Persia Trio. And looks like we're gonna see the navigation here. It was indeed Dark Magician.
That's a really interesting send to me.
Yeah, I think if he was using a skill that boosts his attack, it would make a bit more sense.
Yeah, I mean, Ritual Beasts traditionally not caring too much about being banished by a circle. Also, just so easy to dodge targeting effects.
Maybe he supposes like he relies on opening the circle because he didn't see a Cosmic Cyclone from this Ritual Beast player. So he could interrupt the Ritual Beast player if he goes first.
I mean, it is, you would have to assume Sealed Tombs. So therefore, the Cosmic Cyclone would make a lot of sense to be playing. Certainly.
Yeah, it depends on what the RB deck does. Like sometimes they play Herald instead of the Cosmic Cyclone, just so they have the way to trigger Sealed Tombs while also having an out to Cocytus in case people send E-Saber into it. And looks like the Herald is right here now. He's gonna make him send one of the Dark Magicians now.
And the return. Another Winda. Now, he hasn't special summoned the Winda yet this turn, right? So he can just bring both of them back? Oh, he did.
Yeah, he's just setting up for the OTK right here. He's gonna likely tag out and then search a Bond.
Can he tag out right now? He might have the Bond in hand already.
Maybe he does have the Bond by now.
There it is,
Yeah,
Ritual Beast's Bond.
Yeah, he could have done an extra search, but he realized he had the game already, so no need to waste more time.
Yeah, it seems unnecessary at that point. And there it is. Danny taking game from Karakikan. I'm really surprised they sent in Dark Magician on that one.
Yeah, I'm surprised they sent it with Sealed Tombs. Like, if it was Tie That Binds, it would have made more sense.
Now, Daniel's 2-0, right? Am I understanding that? Like, I feel like I've got the score.
Yeah, he's 2-0 and the score is 6-5 to rookies right now. Should be 6-5, I suppose.
Here we go. Alright, so we're all set then. Everything is correct on the board. A lot of excitement in this match. Hard to keep track all the time.
Yeah, it's getting really back and forth right now with the Daniels trying to bring it back for Divine.
Just speaking more on the state of Ritual Beasts, it did recently win an MCS, right? Grucius won with Ritual Beasts, is that right? Am I thinking that correctly?
Yeah, Grucius did win an MCS with Ritual Beasts, but I think it was a different meta right there. because after that, Blackwing started seeing more play, and in sequence we started seeing a lot of Shiranui and E-Saber, which RBs really don't like facing if the Shiranui player plays Lancia in the main deck.
That does make a lot of sense. I'd also say that things like Samurai Destroyer from Crystron's and the Revived King from Shiranui definitely don't play nice with the Windas.
Yeah, that's true. But we saw in the MCS, Grucius managed to grind out Wayne in one of the games before the timeout thing came.
How dare you speak of that? How dare you? That never happened.
Just ban Chris already, bro. Just ban Chris. I hate this. This next Meta Weekly is gonna be like 14 rounds, best of ones. Just play a SAG deck and keep going second, and you top. No brain power needed.
That's the meta that everybody asked for, right? Everybody was asking for that. They were just constantly
just
saying,
speed Duel Links.
please. Please, let me play best of ones for 7 hours. Please!
Yeah, it's just gonna be for the Swiss rounds, but yeah, it's gonna make Top Cut really random. Like, we were already seeing like 10 decks in Top Cut, now we're gonna see what, like 15 decks?
No, we're gonna see 14 heroes. 12 Blackwings, and a couple Dark Magicians, and maybe a Shiranui or two.
Yeah, well, anyways, in this game, they decide not to repeat the Dark Magician and to send in the Blackwings second deck instead. This matchup is usually favored for the one who goes second, but if RBs don't have an aggressive turn 2, if like they set Winda pass, it gets really hard for them because of the Chidori and Chidori being bigger than any of the RB monsters.
Yeah, Chidori deals with the Petalfin, and then you can have the Pixie Dragon dealing with basically anything else that would be left lingering. And straight away, as predicted by Buns, Chidori the Rain Sprinkling.
Now, he's probably thinking if he wants to go for the Pixie draw or not. Yeah, and it seems like he's gonna go for the Pixie play.
Now, I don't know about you, but if I'm in a situation where I can draw a card after thinning 4, I think it's a pretty good idea.
Yeah, overall it's a good idea. I'm just thinking that it could leave him in an awkward position in terms of board state, but he has a lot of Blackwings in hand, so I guess he feels safe with the Pixie Dragon right now.
What is kind of funny about this play, though, if you just look at the state of the board and the life point count, he took exactly 1,400 life points due to the Simoon and the Zephyros combined damage, and now he's at exact lethal range from one swing from the ulti Abilio. Yo, Marachi, thank you for the follow.
Yeah, that's true. The Blackwing has 2 big walls for the Ritual Beast player. He would need to have the Herald plus the Elder Hawk combo just to manage to get through this. And that's of course if the Blackwing didn't draw close or anything.
Yeah, you get to play around both Blackbird close and this giant board of walls and beat sticks. And just a Canahawk comes out.
Yeah, it looks like he probably has the return to make a fusion play from this. and we're seeing delay. Can't really tell what the delay was. It could be from the Kanahawk or a Blackbird close in hand.
And there's that return that you were talking about. Banishes a Winda. Even though I can only special summon one Winda per turn, it's going to use that special summon right now.
Yeah. It's not really ideal because now his only aggressive play is the Ulti Apelio, or he's just gonna turtle with the pedal fin.
Must have a Sphere Karibo in hand or something. Either that or what he wants to do is just tag out into double Winda.
Now it may seem like he's clogged, but the Pixie can just unclog any issues with popping one of his own monsters.
Any reason not to swing into the window there for you? Just avoiding the pedal pins?
Yeah, he's avoiding the Winda tagging out and going into a pedal fin, because then he would have the double bounce. It doesn't seem like he has a Blackbird close. Oh, and he top decked the pedal fin anyways.
Literally right off the top of the deck.
Yeah.
He
Judging
banishes
by
the
how
Bond,
passive
though.
he played, he must not have the close, so it looks like it's gonna be an OTK from Ritual Beast here.
Now he doesn't have the Bond anymore.
Yeah, he doesn't have the Bond, but he has the Ulti Apelio plus Winda. That's enough to OTK through Zephyros.
We did mention earlier that Ulti Apelio on its own is enough for lethal after that Pixie and Zephyros play. Or Simoon Zephyros.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe it was just best for him to possibly pop his own Pixie just to make room for a Raikiri plus another master or something. Just to put some pressure on the Ritual Beast player. So he can't get free bodies on the board. Like, if he did go aggressive, the Ritual Beast player wouldn't have had OTK here. He would have only had the Ulti Apelio. But yeah, right now it's just gonna be OTK with Winda.
Daniel says, easy game, easy life. Thank you for lowering your life points to just the right number for me with that Ulti Apelio, and he is going to move to 3-0, tying up the score. And remember that Victor Lee actually established the counterpick advantage early for Divine, and it does seem like they have now returned to a situation where that can really come in handy. But Rookies does have 2 potential repeats left, along with 2 potential players in Shuhei plus Mirachi.
Yeah, they still have a good amount of decks left, so it's definitely not Like they probably have an answer to Ritual Beast now. Like that. Maybe maybe they weren't comfortable in other decks, like they were comfortable in Dark Magician or Black Wings to take it out, but they have to send in something else now.
Right, as we see another gold icon in this match come through, Jue. Elder, do we have the hawk? Ooh, just like that. We have another Ishizu come in here.
Yeah, maybe they really didn't have an answer to Ritual Beast. Maybe they're gonna send in Heroes or another Dark Magician.
Heroes makes a degree of sense if you don't have a proper answer, just because it can literally just sack anything. I'm still not convinced that Dark Magician is a solid counter pick for Ritual Beasts.
Yeah, you need a lot of things to go well for you. Like you need to go first, open the circle combo, and hope they don't have CC. And of course, if they open Elder, then also a return or bond is still very annoying. It's like Ritual Beast just doing their combo plays. Interesting thing though, if this is Heroes, Plasma can usually negate the effects, but because RB fusions tag out as a cost, they can just tag out while Plasma is on the field. So it stays at its very small attack of 1900.
Yeah, that could be a problem too, and you do have them tagging out, of course, and then Winda doesn't activate on the field; it activates in the grave. So really, the only things it really stops are the Apelio and the Paddlefin. But if you can just run it over with an ulti Apelio, it's not really that problematic. And Daniel wins. Definitely not seeing any screenshots coming through. I don't know.
That's very odd.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any screenshots or anything. I'm going to assume he just scooped it up.
This time it's really DC? Yeah.
I think so. I think that's a proper disconnect. Of course, the referee deal will do a full investigation of the situation. Yeah, it looks like he hopped off the table. I think he just bounced out and just disconnected. This man's in a photo editor. What the heck? Oh, he actually has a video here. And he's just got no screen. He's got no cards, nothing. That's weird. I haven't seen that one before. Hey, he's playing the stream too. Good boy. What's up, Shuhei? Hazy asking for a screenshot from Divine. I don't know if that's gonna happen. They played the turn. I don't think Daniel was like playing his turn with Ritual Beast, taking screenshots as he was doing it. We got to watch it. Yo, what's up, Minato? So we got more errors. Man, the refs have their work cut out for them for this one, man.
Yeah.
Just constantly working.
Yeah. Seems like Rookie's having a lot of issues with the game.
Overworked, underpaid. Guys, go subscribe to Duel Links Team Wars. Help fund these referees, man. Working their butts off. Yeah, Rookies are a Japanese team, are they not? Am I wrong in that?
Yeah, they are.
So if anybody's gonna have problems in the game, it should be the North American players. This is a real weird one too, because like, and Ruben just said this in the match chat too. Is like, Daniel had made his entire turn, end the turn, and then nothing happens. Like he doesn't even draw a card. Those Shuei just.
Yeah, exactly. This looks really odd.
It seemed like a proper disconnection to me. He was in the game. It's just it didn't load through.
Yeah,
but like
the thing is though, if you also watch the replay, it says opponent surrendered.
he must have closed the app or something.
Yeah, but still, would it count as surrender? Shouldn't it be a disconnect? Should say like connection failed or something.
Yeah, perhaps.
Yeah, this is weird overall.
Yeah, so
Guess we're
Alex
just waiting
saying
for
a
the ref
GC
decision.
equals a loss. And the Wi-Fi is going to be the issue, so...
Divine gonna take the lead again.
This is the fourth time. And yeah, so that one was a loss. And that's going to put Divine in the lead. And Shuhei going to use the first repeat for Rookies.
Yeah, and we didn't even see his deck on the last game, so it's interesting to see what they decided to repeat against our Ritual Beast.
I don't know if Hazy's listening, but another match just started. I wonder if he can add it to the multi-Twitch link in the chat. I don't know for sure. Guess we'll see. I know he's quite busy. Head ref and all that.
Yeah. Today we're having a lot of close games too. in general. Like in other wars, like Destiny Draw is also having a close game at the moment.
One of the players got muted from the match chat as well because he wouldn't stop interrupting the referees. Oh, man. The heck is this now? But they started a match and now he's got a loading screen? The heck? It's a
Did they
shadow
start the
duel,
shadow
but
game?
loaded screen? What the heck is going on? A loading screen shadow duel. A nightmare. Konami, please.
Yeah, this war has been weird so far.
So much downtime for nothing. Dude, Hypebeast in the chat asking what he missed. So what you missed is, so far, this is the 4th loading screen error, 1 disconnection. It's just, oh my gosh.
Yeah, it looks like my Discord is bugged. I'm gonna just restart the app real quick.
Alright. And they did announce a repeat. How is he sending shots if he's in the room? Because he shadow dueled. So he bounced off the table, and then he sent a screenshot of the and a video of the loading screen. And it is 7-6 for Divine. And there's going to be a repeat. And now the match should start. Hey.
Okay, it looks like we're starting fine now.
Oh my gosh, we finally have a match. Oh. Should going second, so once again, Daniel's going to be making a full round of plays. I am officially announcing that I am going to be playing Stromberg in the Kaiba Cup Grand Tournament Preliminary Qualifiers. My goal is to qualify for the main event, and if I can, it will be a major achievement for the Stromberg archetype. I am confident, as I was very close to top 100 during the last KC Cup, and with many decks getting hits, the 3 Cosmic Cyclone is much less common. Wish me luck, and I will represent the deck as well as I can. Also, thank you for following Shinya. Also, what's up, Chiro? So they sent in Dark Magician again versus Ritual Beast. That's actually what their call was.
Yeah, I suppose they really didn't have an answer to Ritual Beasts here.
They're toggled on as well, as you can see.
Yeah, he doesn't want the Ritual player to set a monster and then tag into a Pelio. Oh. Seems like he's not even going for the play, he's just going aggro here.
So Winda getting immediately banished, opting not to go for the Kanahawk, which can start making a little bit of play happen.
Oh, Prismatic Herald. That's a nice thing to see.
Yeah, that actually does look pretty good, eh?
Yeah, and Seal Tombs. It doesn't seem like he has follow-up from this. I wonder what that
One Elder,
back
one
row
Tretch
is.
one time?
Maybe it's Needle Sealing.
Okay, that makes way too much sense, and I mildly... Oh,
Oh.
Herald response!
Herald Wars.
Man,
And now
Harry's
Fedor-
seeing a lot of play.
Yeah, now he's safe from the Herald if he wants to normal summon Rod or anything. But yeah, this seems like he sold through the Sphere Kuribo.
Yeah, funny thing to use Herald of the Abyss versus Dark Magician, putting yourself at exactly the lethal line.
Yeah. That was... Maybe that back row was just a bluff. I have no idea actually what this could be. Because if it was Needle, wouldn't you just not use your Herald? You just keep the Dark Magician clogged and use the Needle on the battle phase.
I guess he was just trying to trigger Seal Tombs so the navigation couldn't negate it, right?
Oh yeah, that's true, my bad.
Yeah, because I was
I
thinking the
forgot
same
that.
thing, and then I had to like go, yeah, that's right, you just negate that. But the repeat paying off there for Shuhei. But yeah, you and I were on the same wavelength
Yeah.
there with the slow uptake on the what Dark Magician does again. That's too complicated to deck.
Yeah, too complicated to negate. It's too big brain.
So that's what 7-7 for the score. This is about as tight as a match can be.
Yeah, it's getting really tight right now. It used to be a great beat for rookies, but Daniel really came back now.
Yeah, Daniel putting in amazing work with Ritual Beast, getting 4 straight wins with it. And now he's got another deck. If he could do, 75% as well with this deck as he did with the last... Oh, that's Bluetooth Kaiba. Are we going to see Blue Eyes?
Let's see.
Heavy starter, it's Kristrons by the looks of things.
Kristrons versus Dark Magician.
Not see you later. I'm out of here.
Yeah. See you later, the new spice.
If it ain't see you later, then see you later. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, it's like saying goodbye, but you know what I'm saying? Okay. Scrap Recycler comes through. Man, nobody just dropping the fist to get the search out immediately, thin that deck out more. Must be behind
He
the
wants-
times.
I guess the reason for this is just he wants to top deck the Cisfern for the soft discard later on, so he wants to keep 3 in the deck. That's what I'm getting at from his play. But yeah, I feel like Dark Magician just bricked right now. Doesn't seem like he has anything to respond.
looks like a pretty solid opening here from Crystron as well. Being able to grab the impact, set everything up.
Yeah, it looks like just the standard setup for the Crystron player.
Yeah, very flexible board, able to go into a Samurai Destroyer or an Amatrix, as well as the impact would be able to, if not interrupted on his turn, make a Black Rose Dragon, but we're not going to see it at all. That is a treacherous trap hole from Shuhei. Oh, but a nice lance from Daniel.
Oh, and the lance is gonna protect as well the City from the circle.
Yeah, it does lose an impact though. Impact kind of a big deal in this matchup, unless you can establish a chain block. Oh my god, she's banishing everything!
Oh, an early Cosmic, nice.
And not just an early Cosmic, that's also Sealed Tombs.
Yeah, exactly.
And 2 impacts down, meaning that the graveyard protection from the impact from that circle is not going to do it. And this is beautiful. Look at how that Cosmic was used. It was used in the draw phase or standby phase, meaning that he has turn priority on that Sealed Tombs. His opponent cannot do anything at the start of the main phase. With that Citri, it can only be activated in the main phase or the battle phase. Brilliantly played from Shuhei.
Yeah, it's still a very bad spot though for Dark Magician, because whatever he takes out, he's gonna have the live Citri again next turn.
And a 0 defense Magician of Dark Illusion. At least the Soul Fafnir is turned off for Daniel as well.
Looks like he's setting up double Citri.
Curious, very curious. Wonder if he's got the Soul Fafnir in the hand, and for a second was thinking that the Praziordal would allow him to Quarian or something.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, this is gonna be his last 2 Citris. But he does have the Quarion set up for next turn, so he just needs to survive this turn and he should be fine.
Just adding to our ticker there that X Factors did defeat Sun Clan 10-7. So just some updates for you guys. Also, if you hit !multi or just click the link that I just put in the chat, you can watch all the Team Wars games all at once and support all the streamers that are playing right now. We've got Duel Links Team Wars. I believe Hazy is streaming that one as well as doing all the hard ref work. Perhaps that one has finished up. And then we got Ai-chan. She's going with Guy Bosses. And then Musaru and Real Darien are also streaming matches. And there's that Black Rose Dragon.
Yeah, it looks like Crystron is just gonna OTK this turn. Dark Magician really doesn't play any hand traps to survive this.
Is he setting up Aquarian Gandrax right now?
No, I think he's just going for game. He added the Self-Near. So he's just gonna go for game with Sam Destroyer plus Self.
I see. I was thinking that he could Quarian for a little bit of style, given that his opponent's got 3,000 life points left as well. But I guess both plays work exactly the same. It does.
Yeah,
he would have to be playing 3 Citri for that to happen, I believe. So.
Yeah, he used up all his Citries, but he could have done the black. I guess yeah, he couldn't have even done the Quarion play because he was out of Citries.
Is there 2 in the grave?
No.
No.
He has all 3 Citries in the grave.
1 banish, 2 in the grave. I see.
Oh yeah.
All right, 8-7. Divine on the comeback. They were down, but never out. And like I said, somebody asked Divine losing. I said nope, they're just not winning yet. And they made me fulfill my prophecy. Is that? Got it. I don't know what's happening. Okay, math is hard. Why? Okay, there we go. He's got 8. That's why. There we go. 5 and 1 from Daniel. And now Marachi is the last player remaining from the rookies. Kimani only needs 3 wins. Can he do it? He still got Daniel's last deck, and then he still has to take on Hazy. Coming to the closing point on the war. Will Divine remain undefeated 4 weeks into the season?
I believe Divine is the only undefeated team left, right?
Destiny Draw?
Oh wait, yeah, that's true. Destiny Draw is also still undefeated.
I'm pretty sure
They're
Destiny Draw hasn't lost in like 21 games or something.
Yeah, from last season.
Yeah,
Right
it's
now,
been a long time.
Right now they have the lead as well. They have they're 9-8 in their war at the moment.
Oh, wow. So looking to remain undefeated. 2 undefeated teams, both of them aiming to remain undefeated. Imagine if they met in the finals, all the way through undefeated, both teams, all the way through the Swiss rounds in the regular season. Meet in the finals.
Oh wait, my bad. It's actually the opposite. The other stream they had the player reversed. The D-Draw is now down 8-9.
Oh.
But yeah, right now we gotta see what Marachi brings to stop this Daniel streak.
Does look like Element Sabers.
So
I gotta say. Sorry.
They had Element Saber all along, but they weren't comfortable sending it into RBs.
Maybe they were saving it for this very moment. Now, I was gonna say, it's somewhat ironic to play a trap deck and then have Jinzo as your mat and sleeves, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, not the best opening from the E-Saber player, but maybe he can stop the Crystron plays with what he has.
That's what I'm saying, Swagonitis. The mat negates traps. No traps allowed.
It only negates the opponent traps. He can't activate Impact now.
This guy's got his amplifier on. Helmet strapped on. Buns, the Blackwing player, he knows about the helmet.
I know all the helmet.
So now Destiny's saying that they have the glitch. Oh, how the turntables. Let me see them
It's
screenshots.
just a really weird day.
Yeah, it's an annoying one. That's for heckin' sure. So if anybody needs to know how to get a screenshot with the time showing, you have to drag down your phone info screen if you're on phone, or just include your entire PC screen if you're on PC. And move quick, you want it to the nearest minute. And Marachi wins due to timeout, but of course we're going to be seeing some screenshots coming through for Divine, and I'm sure it'll end up being a restart. I'm going to take a short break for just 1 minute, and I'll be right back, and we'll catch up with this match in just a moment. Back.
Yeah, it seems like they're still trying to resolve the issue they're having.
And now Rookies is questioning the decision? I don't quite understand that after they had it happen 3 times with Alain earlier. It's okay. Like, It's interesting that a lot of players don't want to allow referees to do their job. I don't know if I've ever seen like other sports games or anything where giving attitude to a ref can end up with a foul. Like, you get unsportsmanlike conduct. And I'm pretty sure there's something in the rules about that in Team Wars as well. And the refs are super lenient on it. But man, I would hate to see somebody get a game loss for something like just...
Yeah, it's not just game loss. You could get disqualified
suspension,
or
right?
whatever for a week. Yeah, for a week or two. I think that was the limit.
I don't know if I've seen it too often. I think it happened once to Phoenix or something, right? But could you imagine? It's not too bad, Hype. I'm just saying, like, it's crazy.
Yeah, definitely causes a lot of drama too.
I'll be honest though, as a streamer, I prefer the drama. I wish more teams would be more dramatic, because I think it makes for a better show. You know what I mean? Like, I wish people were wilding out in the chat more often.
Yeah, the chat for sure, but like
Not the match channel.
To see this in no, the chat is more important though, so everyone can see the good show.
Exactly, yeah. Put on a show. If you're gonna be wild, you're gonna wild out. Like, I'm not gonna mute you from my chat. Like, I don't go ham. Just don't use racial slurs. Be crazy. Like, just not too crazy. Controlled insanity. Yeah, that's like, you ever watch like an MMA fight? The best fighters are the ones that sell tickets. And you don't have to be the best in the cage. You got to be good on the mic too. And that's one thing I really appreciate about Divine is you have guys like Vic and Max who aren't afraid to just go ham and just start talking some smack. So definitely fun. But yeah, keep it in the Twitch chat, not in the match channel. All right, Mirachi versus Daniel. Let's go. We got that restart. Hazy's got a headache now. I was like, can this bug just F off?
Okay, hopefully no bugs this game. E-Saber's going first again.
Well, you know me, I like my video games like I like my women. Underdeveloped and full of bugs. And Destiny's out. There we go. Got him. Okay, seriously, what's happening? Okay, we got a set. Oh my gosh, that scared me. T set from Mirachi, and that's going to be the turn on over to Daniel. Daniel draws a card, meaning he is absolutely in the game. We don't have to worry about anything else. Let's go. Let's play Yu-Gi-Oh! You guys can have that little joke for Clip Championships too if you want it. There you go. Have fun. Knock yourselves out. Yeah, Hazy, we got four glitches and one disconnection. One war. Yeah, and it feels like more. That's right. Ladies. It's only 4, but it feels like more. That's my motto. The bug doesn't happen for PC players as Soul Cardinal? I don't know. Is that true? Yeah, it's great too. Sorry, go ahead.
I think PC also has some bugs, like sometimes it asks you to reboot randomly, but maybe not this bug.
I get that on my phone as well. I was thinking though that it's such
So
inconvenient timing for this to be happening so frequently with the KC Grand Tournament right around the corner.
Yeah, they really need to fix that because we did have a DC Cup before.
That's true. Actually, the first two that I played were awful. The emergency maintenances, and I remember the one with Cyber Dragons.
Okay, it looks like he set them all if you turn off.
And just goes in, connects with that Citri. Easy.
Yeah, he doesn't want to use the Citri effect because he only has Cisfern engraved, so he wants to use that effect on the next turn. Like, yeah, now he's just gonna try to set up a potential Black Rose with Cisfern search.
The positioning is really nice for Daniel here as well, being able to either burn some of the effects from Mirachi, or just have his Smyger and Praziordal do their thing on the board to establish another tuner.
Yeah. It seems like he's not gonna go for the Black Rose play though, he's just gonna go for a regular setup. Okay, and there's the floodgate. Oh, Forbidden Lands.
A host from Duel Links Team Wars coming through with 116 people. Hope you guys are enjoying that Team Wars weekend. Thank you very much. Who was on that channel?
I think that was the D-Draw game.
Nice. So that would be Ichan and Gaibasis then. Well, thank you guys. And Gandrax here. We're not though. Also, sorry about my extended silence there. My girlfriend gave me a couple steam bow, and I was slamming them in my face. They were delicious. Thanks for asking. And down goes the Molehu. And Citri going in for 5. Not going to trigger D-Draw here. So Dom the Kid apparently going to be starting streaming soon. That would be pretty cool. Hopefully we can cast together, Dom, as your initiation. That would be neat. you guys don't know, Dom is a long-time competitive Duel Links player, and as well as a long-time supporter of the channel. Yo, Tetka Silva, thank you very much for the follow. Destiny Draw took their first loss to our mateys army, 10-8.
Yeah, it's all on Divine now to keep the undefeated streak.
One undefeated team remains.
Interesting that he decides to normal summon Paulia here.
Yo, Bearwolf with the raid, 55 people. Thank you, everybody coming with Bearwolf. What's good? Hopefully, you guys are enjoying Team Wars. Yo, what's good, Stacks? Hey, nice Bearwolf. Yo, everybody be sure to go and click Bearwolf's name right there. Hit him with a follow. Crystron impact coming through for Daniel. It's looking real good for Daniel so far, but that lap gonna get some negates going. Drops in Element Saber Malehu to the grave. Hurt, follow her! Calypso just said her, and like 15 million people just went and slammed on that that name. Didn't even click open a new tab. My viewers dropped by 100. Oh my gosh, where did everybody go?
What the? What the?
1900 from the Amatrix. I mean, if there's like a Fiendish Chain, or even like a Kanadi, there's the Fiendish Chain.
Yeah.
That's gonna trigger Destiny Draw.
I'm surprised he didn't set his impact. He searched impact, but then decided not to set it. It would have been really good on this turn just to stop a Cactus plus a Current. Like right now, he doesn't have a battle phase, but next turn he's gonna be able to boost his Cocytus up to 700. He, I believe that the second set from E-Sabers is likely the Current.
That is a big fat Cocytus on the board right now. And yeah, I mean, if you're right about that current, that is going to be lethal right over an Amatrix.
Yeah, on the next turn.
No battle phase this turn, right? Because search the lap.
Yeah. Yeah, the Crystron does have an impact that he searched from the last turn.
Alright, so Bearwolf saying still a noob. So right now we have two teams. So this is Team Wars. So this is a competitive team. Me and Buns, we're not playing. We're just casting the game. So on the bottom, we have Mirachi. He is from the Rookies squad, and he is the last man standing for the Rookies. Each team gets 10 decks with 1 life each. Each player has 2 of those decks, and they go into the gauntlet one at a time to take on the enemy team. And right now, based on the board state, I would say it looks quite good for Mirachi, but we do have a couple sets from Daniel. And Daniel is on a tear right now. He is currently 5-1. He has taken out 2 full players and a half on his own. And Al Ain did the exact same thing for the Rookies earlier, so it has been a tight match so far. Yeah, and what Tamaya said, top player is Crystron's, that is Daniel Yu-Gi-Oh! If you look in the top right for the current match, you'll see Daniel Yu-Gi-Oh! And you see the red on his name corresponds to the red on his side at the top there. And if you look at Mirachi, the blue on his name corresponds with the blue on the side of Mirachi's Yami Yugi. It's midnight there. Asia, Australia. I was about to say Asia or Australia, and there you are, Australian. I was Australian once. Oh, it is concentrated current. Buns, you're nuts. 5,000 damage.
Yep, he had it. He had it from the start.
No, I'm
He didn't even
Canadian.
bother using invocation. Okay, so now it's tied up. Rookies, 8-8.
It's 8-8. Oh, so he said, what the heck was that? So he increased the attack of his monster. Oh, no, sorry. I wasn't actually in Australia. I was Australian once to try to pick up girls. I just faked an accent. I'm just a jerk. That's all. But hey, thanks for asking. Not gonna lie. Didn't even know... It did actually work. It did. Now, what a good showing for Daniel Yu-Gi-Oh here. 5-2, excellent score. Matches Al Ain from the rookies. It was perfect. And now we have a showdown. It was not how I met Lemon Buns. She is much too intelligent for that. Yellow Bear Wolf, thank you for the follow. That's how I met Tenma's mom, that's right. Walked right up to us and said, "How you doing, little lady?" And she was like, "Oh my god, my son's name is Tenma. Hey." And I was like, "Yeah, he calls me daddy already." And then that was it. Alright, so the last man standing for Divine is Hazy. He'll be making his way into the duel room. And, man, 8-8. Yo, thanks, Juked. Jerk. Mirachi versus Hazy. Let's get it. It looks like we have Crystron SSA coming in. So another Crystron match. The SSA variant does have a lot better matchup here versus Element Sabers.
Yeah, since Palace is limited to 3, so they don't really have a good out to the SSA itself. But a lot of E-Sabers been running Unending Nightmare lately, so that could be a problem if they start with that Unending. Looks like he's gonna go for the Palace Search on the turn 1.
So double Palace Search. He has to skip 2 battle phases next turn.
Okay, so I guess he's just going for the turn 1 Kaliga play to slow down the Crystron player.
I say not a terrible play overall. Definitely slows him down, and you know, there's not really any way for Crystrons to, you know, pull out a monster that can get over Kaliga that early.
Yeah, especially because right now, since SSA and TC got nerfed, Crystrons have to rely on their milling monsters like Undyne and Scrap. So if they send anything with these 2 monsters, they can do any other play this turn.
Yeah, Hazy, you heard that, eh? Just gallops in. Alright, we got that Crystron Smiger coming through. Yo, Buns, you ever look at the card art on Crystron entry and then like see how big the actual like the Crystron non-tuners are by comparison to the Crystron tuners?
I never actually noticed. Wait, I'm gonna look up the entry now.
Like, these things are massive. They're like Power Rangers. What are they? Zords? I was talking about this with Monkey Boy the other day. I can't remember the.
Oh yeah, that Smiger is huge in that
Right.
Kardosh.
So let's keep in mind here with Invoked Caliga on the board, only one effect can be activated per monster per player. Well, not per monster, but per player. Only one monster effect per turn, and only one monster can declare an attack. And speaking of monster effects, that Palace of the Elemental Lord's going to fuel up that Malehu effect to put that Fistburn face down. Says you cannot synchro summon, my friend. No level 5 for you. Now that being said, Hazy has not opted to use a monster effect yet this turn, so Smiger could banish itself from the grave to grab an entry, which would make dealing with the Caliga all that much more... Nope. I was gonna say easy.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it seems like he's just gonna die to push a trio next turn.
Well, that's one way to do it. And in the main phase, going to flip down his own Invoked Caliga. Interesting. Now that to me says that he's got something like Fiendish Chain set.
Yeah, no, he just wants to change the attributes.
Well, I'm saying because if he's going to change the attribute, he has to know that his play needs to be completed safely. So he's not going to go into an Invoked Purga trio knowing that it's going to get windstormed and potentially beat over later. So I'm thinking that he's going to make sure that everything goes through without a hitch. Flip his own Caliga face down and make sure that those effects can be used freely. And then also have a safety option to deal with that Crystron Citri.
Yeah. But honestly, you could have flipped the Caliga before summoning Persia Trio, because the Amatrix wouldn't be able to switch up the Persia Trio to defense anymore, because he would have used his one effect on the Citri. And there's the Fiendish Chain.
Fiendish Chain. How does my brain fit in my skull, Buns? How does it happen? All this intellect, all in one person. How is it fair to the rest of the world? Don't answer all at once. Oh, 4,200 attack.
Does Divine have any repeats left?
They do. They have one. I said that the other day. I like to make that joke about big brains and everything. And I think it was Wulad or somebody in the chat. They're like, it's because you're ketchup. Your brain is liquid. It's in a bottle. Yeah, true.
Brain is too expanded.
So Hazy down one deck. He does have the option to repeat, like you said. I'll keep an eye on that match chat to see what is going to happen as we update the scores here. So just one Tucky says, what are these repeats? Whoops, I made a mistake. A repeat is when a team loses one of their decks. They have 2 decks per player. So if they repeat a deck, they have to have not won with that deck, and then they can use that repeat over. They can repeat the deck again to give them a second chance. Wow, that was hard to say. Intellect has shrunk. Alright, Mirachi seems to have remained on the table. Hazy has loaded up deck number 2. I don't know if there was a repeat. It was! They're using their second repeat. Let's get it. Oops, I just removed the logo. What's that about? Where's my repeats at? There we go. Nope, wrong one. How am I managing this? What am I doing? There we go. Wow! I'm trash. It has been brought to my attention that my rookie scoreboard does not add up. Buds, can you remember, is Mirachi 2-0?
Mirachi, yeah, he's 2-0 right now.
Alright, wonderful. Thank you so much. A girlfriend pat me on the back and like, hey, your math sucks, by the way.
I mean, we play Yu-Gi-Oh! We don't really need math.
Yeah, it does it for me. Like, hello.
Interesting that Hazy didn't search with his sister and he just kept it in the grave.
Is that the one you got with the Australian accent? Nah, like I said, she's too high IQ to fall for my shenanigans. I had to... Get this. I had to be myself. Could you imagine?
Your Australian accent sucks, eh?
Crystron Citri using its effect, pulling the Gen X Undyne out of the grave. Why does this thing have boobs? What's that about? Look at its card art. Why? Yeah, these are the things that keep me up at night. I stay up late thinking about why does Gen X Undyne need to have boobs on the card art. But Shadow, if Gen X Undyne was a girl, would it not be Gen X Undina? Or is it like Gen X en français, so the Undyne is Undine, and the E is for the feminine?
That's a very good point. There's the Gen X. Gen X Undyne with the controller. Looks like he has the Brionac, I guess.
Could you tell that Black Luster Soldier was a woman? I would be very surprised given the lore is like the Gaia the Fierce Knight turns into. That would surprise me. Yeah, if you read it somewhere, it's got to be true. My mistake. I mean, I could just be wrong. Guy the Fierce Knight might be a girl. I don't know. You don't gotta be... Beyonce taught me you do not have to be a boy to be fierce. Alright, Smiger
like
popping himself to go for the Citry. So you think a Samurai Destroyer here?
Yeah, I think he's gonna unclog himself with the Source of Near to pop the Gen X as well. He still has the Cistern that he sent from turn 1 in the grave, so he could search for material, yeah. Looks like he's gonna do that exactly.
Alright, here we go. Going in with that Samurai Destroyer, crashing that Malehu. Says negate your effect
He
for the battle
decided
phase.
not to use the Source of Near effect.
Yeah, I was noticing that
No.
too. I mean, I was thinking that when you pointed that out, it seemed like such a good play. And then opted not to do it.
Maybe he's low on time because he thought so long for that play. I don't know, but now he's dead to Upper Jet Trio if Morachi has the Alistair.
That's true, and no back row, so Hazy not sitting on a Lance or anything like that. And this is match point for rookies, so Hazy has to be playing his, excuse my language, but he has to be playing his tushy off right now. And here comes Malehu number 2. Looks like we're not going to be seeing the Purga trio. Oh, Captain Caps Lock, chill. I was young. Alright, controller goes down. He does get an extra 20 seconds on that timer if that was the problem. During the last turn, has a little bit more time to make plays, and I think they updated the timer a little bit recently as well, right? So like if you're making plays, it doesn't tick down as quick.
Yeah.
It like
it
rounds.
approximates, yeah, rounds down, I think.
I wouldn't say it's a significant change, but it can make a difference when you're playing something like Crystron's with a lot of clicky.
Interesting that he decides to go into Smiger after using the Smiger.
Yeah, maybe feeling some pressure. Maybe you were right about that timer. Oh, he's got another Gen X
Oh.
controller. So that's a potential Bryonac Dragon of the Ice Barrier.
Yeah, maybe he's thinking if he should just wait, flip down that Bryonac for good.
What's up, Brian? This is actually PDS himself. Because his name's Brian. Okay. Thanks for the support, Buns. Buns not even bothering to make me feel good. Gonna make
Yeah, sorry,
a sick
I
pun.
wasn't there, my bad, sorry.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. And that's lethal, man. Hazy's got it.
Yeah.
No Element Sabers in the hand. We're going to a 9-9 score.
this war's gonna be
9-9
nuts.
rookies versus Divine. Oh,
That last game, wow.
I'm surprised, man. I'm surprised it's going down right to the wire. Divine fighting for their undefeated slot. They're the last undefeated team remaining at this point in the season.
Yeah,
what-
exactly. We
and-
had all the undefeated teams lose this week.
And what a deck to have as your last deck, too. Sea Stealth Crystron's has one of the strongest board states in the game. And it'll be interesting to see if the last deck from Mirachi can actually carry this one out for rookies. Or if Divine will remain as the only undefeated team. No pressure at all, Hazy. Just play it through.
Yeah, no pressure.
Don't worry about it. You're good. And what a war it's been, man. All these weird loading screen glitches, the one disconnect, you know, the drama, the suspense. The matches have been excellently played. We have Yusei Fudo. Actually, I think this is level Og Shiranui, which I would say probably has one of the best matchups in the meta to see Stealth Attack Kristrons.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that after their loss of Cosmic Cyclone, but to be honest, it could be anything. It could be Tie-Dye Binds, Dark Magician, it could be Tie-Dye Binds, Heroes.
That's true. It is 21 cards.
Yeah, we usually see Shiranui with 20 cards, so it's gonna be interesting what this deck turns out to be.
Yeah, I mean, that's a really solid point, too. I mean, you don't really want to be running more cards because you just don't want to have that Squire anywhere close to the bottom of the deck. You want as much consistency as you can when your cards are limited to 3 and you need those starters as fast as you can get them. And I guess time will tell. We're about to find out right now. Big Chief Horse says no matchup is good against the mighty Mako, and that's as true a statement as I have ever heard. The only reason I say that the Shiranui Levelog is okay is obviously they have the 0 defense problem, but they do have the Shiranui Sun Saga, which does have that inherent protection, as well as the Archfiend Zombie Skull, and it's looking like it is going to be Heroes, potentially Ties that bind.
Yeah. Yeah. Heroes don't have an amazing matchup into Kristrons, but if they have the Plasma setup early on, they could do some more.
And I mean, he did search a Celestial here. That would lead me to believe that either he doesn't run Plasma, or it's already in his hand. And he's about to get 3 monsters on the board right now.
Or he has the 3 mass changes ready to OTK, since he doesn't have another hero.
You're disgusting for even saying that. That's a sign of a seasoned veteran, though, that remembers the nightmare of the 3 mask change and just how often it happened.
I hate it when they always have the extra mass change, but looks like he's just gonna play it safe since he knows he can't really OTK through the Amatrix.
Oh, gee. Alright, dog's taken care of. Yeah, I put a muzzle on -1. I don't know who keeps letting the chains off -1. You know, he's only supposed to come out when there's a war or a KC Cup. He's supposed to stay in his kennel.
Can't let it go everywhere. Gotta wait.
Alright, Bearwolf, thank you for coming through, and thank you again for the host. Hopefully everybody has clicked on your name and hit that follow button. I threw a follow at you, so hopefully I'll get to see you stream soon. And I hope you had a good stream today, and have yourself a good night. Also, this is match point, by the way, so I'm pretty sure the war is not going to get much more exciting than it is right now.
Yeah, Hazy really taking his time thinking about what to do here.
I don't know what it is about people named Hazy, but man, they're all slow thinkers, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
Alright, Gen X Undyne hits the board just like my undying love for you, Mr. Buns.
Love you too, Heinz. Looks like he's gonna send the whale. He's gonna just do the setup, the Crystron setup.
Yeah, that's looking rough, man. Citadel Whale, such a problem. Here comes the Sea Stealth attack. Although we do have one set in the back from Mirachi here.
Yeah, it could potentially be a mass change, so he can bounce that SSA with Blast.
Now, the one problem with a Blast in this particular situation, though, is the effect number 1 does target, so he can't really use it without losing it from the Whale.
Isn't it optional, or does he have to use it?
It is optional. I'm saying he can't use it without losing it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I think Cosmic plus a potential Plasma would be better, right?
Yeah, I guess Cosmic would be the best play here if he does have.
I see the fury of the ocean gives you pause. That's a Mako voice line. He says that. Alright, so the Stratos goes down. No Masco Changeos here. And Ferris Bueller also taking the day off. So it's got to be Cosmic. And there it is. Hits the Umi. So leaving the Whale a little bit smaller than it started, but increasing the power of the Amatrix.
Yeah. He does need to be able to Celestial draw into a possible Plasma, unless he already has it. Because the thing is, with Amatrix and Citri both on the field, he can get an Amatrix effect really easily here.
And there goes the Vion. Vion will be able to dump that Malicious. Cosmic Flare saying Trinity, that would be a massive problem.
Oh yeah, that's true. Trinity, yeah, he can just Trinity right here and win that. Trinity into Mass Chain.
Does he have the power? Has he charged his Spirit Bomb? He dumps a Ferris. Oh my gosh, he must have Malicious in the hand. Yo, somebody ban Swagonitis for that comment. How dare you? Needle Sealing from a Sea Stealth attack player? Yo, that could actually work. Because, like, that actually seems like not a bad tech, honestly.
Yeah, it's a good tech, but the thing is, we saw him search Impact, and he probably said it, so he really doesn't have any back row to stop this.
Nah. See, you're missing the big play, which is search Impact, then set Needle Sealing. Your opponent just thinks it's an Impact. He's like, well, good Trinity. It just kills him, and then BAP!
Oh, yeah. That would be a huge brain right here from Hazy.
Here's what I do. If I ever have 2 impacts, I have one and then I search another one. I always set my first one and then search the other one and then set a different card beside it. And then they go to snipe it and they just hit like a lance or something and they're like, ah! Wait, why are you swinging into Amatrix first? You what, mate?
Maybe he has a mask.
He has a mask change 100%. This is just BM at this point.
Extended BM.
There's no way, right? Like, he's not just gonna throw it away.
Citri first, right?
Oh, absolutely attack the Citri first when the board is clogged.
Okay, looks like a mass change delay.
Imagine him chaining it. Alright, Trinity goes to defense position. Masco Change-O. That's gonna be the game, bro. That is lethal on a direct swing. Is there any way to stop this? Does he actually have the BM win? Oh! BM's to eliminate the last undefeated team. Rookies taking the win 10-9 over Divine.
Yeah, and stopping their big run. Now rookies, they're closing in on first place now.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they don't even have enough of a round differential on this match to snatch the first place from Divine. They're still in the lead.
Yeah, the rookies are +4 and Divine is +14 now still, but like they have the same win-loss at least, so they can potentially come back to first.
I think that Divine is going to end up still in first place, probably in the entire league after this week. And so it's not a huge loss for them, even though it does end their undefeated streak. I'm sure they'll bounce back strong, and we'll get some Tums for our boy Max K, make his belly feel okay, and he'll be back next week. Him and Victor Lee here to take over the entire league.
Yeah, Max K just didn't want to play to make it easy for rookies, and they actually managed to win.
Yeah, I mean,
He's
it can
gonna have
happen
to
to the
go
best
back
of us.
hard. Yeah, he has to come back next season. Next week with a 10-0 to make up for that -1 round differential.
All right, we gotta find somebody to raid. Who is on for Team Wars? There's still other matches going on, right?
Yeah, there's Neo versus Duel Links Taiwan. I think this is still going on.
Axe Hunters
is
Forbidden One
casting it.
just started. We got to go to Disturbia here, I think,
Okay.
because that is a brand new match. Axe Hunters versus Forbidden One. Let's get it. All right, thank you everybody for joining us today for Divine versus Rookies, and that's all the undefeated teams have been eliminated now. So we will not have a repeat of last season where we have an undefeated team in the finals. And Buns, I want to thank you so much for joining me, man. It was a pleasure, and I hope we could do it again sometime.
Yeah, me too. It was a great stream. And yeah, I had a lot of fun with this stream, to be honest, besides the few glitches that happened early on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
it was lots of fun.
Justify saying it's really wild. We had so many broken hands that got lost to DCs, although they weren't really DCs. They were just this weird loading glitch. It's not really a disconnection. Nobody disconnected. They just never did connect. That's the weird thing. That's what makes it so annoying. And yeah, like, it does suck when you do have because you get to see it. That's the problem. You get to see the hand. It's like if you misclicked restart back in the day. You ever do that? Oh.
Yeah. It was unfortunate for some of the players, but it was a great war overall.
All right. Well, I'm going to call it there. Thank you guys for joining us. Enjoy going over to Disturbia. Much love. And peace out to everybody. In a second.